Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Fangirls Only. I'm your host, Vanessa Fermo, and today I'm here with Jordyn Sugar. So, how are you doing today?
Oh, good. How you doing?
I'm good. All right. So,
Good.
you've been teasing on Instagram recently that you have some music coming soon, which is so exciting. So, when can we expect this music, and how will it be different than your old releases?
Yeah, so we're working on a lot of new material. Um, you can expect something I really keeping within the timeline, probably 6 to 8 weeks. That's what we're looking at right now. There's so many obstacles into releasing a song, especially when you're kind of rebranding and putting something together that's new and not just pushing out music. We're doing it really a new way with a new sound. And I'm older now. The last time we released a song was a few months ago, and we're going a whole different direction, which is so exciting. So the new music you can expect to just be a more older, mature Jordan, other than kind of a young 18-year-old. So very different themes and concepts, but still me, just more mature.
Mhm. So, along with the new music, has there been any like specific moments or anything that has inspired this new music or this new era?
I think without giving too much of kind of my new music away, growing up in today's society is kind of crazy. We have a lot of things to kind of go around. Social media itself is a whole other subject, and I think that the new music is gonna tackle kind of how it is to be in a relationship or just be trying to talk and get to know people in this day and age, and how easy it is to like talk to them one day and then never hear from them again, or talk to them and think, oh, it could go somewhere, and then you know they're gone, and they slowly stop talking to you, or vice versa. um and I think the new music is gonna reflect that without giving way too much away. And just, I guess there's a lot of, everyone goes through, when they get older, you start, you're growing up, you're going through all the obstacles of that. And at 21, you're trying to figure out who you are and who you want to be. And, you know, so I think the new music is just everything I've experienced in the past 3 years. It's going to sum that up just on a way deeper level. So instead of being at surface, we're going to dive deeper into those concepts. So yeah, it's super exciting.
I'm excited. Just knowing that like it's about like I guess like dating nowadays. Oh, it's gonna be therapeutic. It's gonna be therapeutic.
Yeah, no, it ain't easy. And I think we
Smart.
tried to tackle the idea of like, why am I not talking to this person anymore? Like, what happened? Do I not know something that I did? Is it something I said? Like, what's going on? Like, they just come, you never hear from them again. And so, yeah, it's crazy.
I feel like wow. Alright.
It's crazy.
It's a lot. So
Yeah.
so do you remember your first performance that you've ever done? Or like how have you evolved ever since that first performance?
Well, I used to be petrified to sing in front of people. I started doing a lot of TikTok and social media way before I ever performed in front of anybody. So I got really comfortable at being behind the camera and behind the screen. And it was kind of a protection and a barrier to the real world. When I first had to start performing, or even in front of one person just to show like a manager at the time, like something I was working on, I was petrified. And that was one person. I think my performance has just been so developed through the experience of just getting on a stage. Now I can sing in front of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and not have any ounce of nerves. I feel more comfortable singing than talking most of the time. It's just second nature at this point. Um, I think I've just developed and I found my style, and I know when I hit that stage, I go into a different body. I feel like I have no control when I'm on stage. I tap into an alternate kind of mindset, and I'm just like, I own the stage. Like, I'm going to do me, and I'm just going to be myself and have fun. And every time I hop on a stage, I just go with the flow, and yeah, I just do what I love. So, yeah, it just got so easy over the years.
So speaking of performances, I saw that back in February you sang on stage with Tyler Shaw.
Yes.
What? Like, I don't like to find out like that wasn't planned. Like it's like, wow, speechless. So like,
That was a full circle moment.
what was going through your mind at that moment when you're on stage with a freaking icon? Like,
Yeah, so it's really funny, and honestly, it really life comes full circle. I really do believe, and I've had so many experiences to prove it, but this one specifically was pretty unique. So when I first started on TikTok, I saw that Tyler had started posting as well, and I knew him obviously since I was a kid, singing Kiss Goodnight and With You and all his bigger hits on the radio, and I was always a big fan of him, and I loved his music. And when I saw him posting, I was like, wow, this can be a great way to like maybe have him duet a video with me or kind of get his attention through my voice. So I started singing some of his songs and tagging him. And then what I did is I said, hey, Tyler Shaw, come duet your song with me. And I would sing like a part and he would sing the other part. And then he actually did it and he posted it on his channel. And this was in 2020.
oh,
So like we're talking 5 years ago. And then he followed me on TikTok. This was back in probably 2021. And so one day we went live together and we met there. And then he was coming to Montreal. So I reached out, this was last year, and I said, hey, I would love to come to your show, like finally meet you. It's been years. And we tried to work out, but it just didn't work out. And the timing was like, I was too late to kind of reach him. So it was already like booked. Anyways, it was kind of last minute and I had something that came up. But then I saw him coming to Montreal. So I reached out. I was like, hey, Tyler, we need to meet. It's been way too long. Love to come to your show. Anyway, you still have any tickets left? He got us in the show and I got to meet him. But before I met him, I hadn't met him in person. When we're watching the show, there was this woman in the audience who seemed to know everything about him, and she would just shout out things when he was talking to the crowd. And at one point, he was like, does anyone here know my first single that went viral? And she was like, Kiss Goodnight. And he was like, okay, damn girl, you know way too much about me. Want to come up and sing it with me? And this woman was like, no, it's okay, haha. So he turns around, he takes a sip of water, he turns around, he goes, does anybody want to come up and sing it with me?
he's
So
looking
my
at you.
hand just instinctly just went up. It just, I was like,
You're,
and he didn't see me because I was a bit far from the stage and I hadn't met him yet. Remember, he knows I'm there, but he doesn't know where I am. He's like, okay, like come up. He doesn't know it's me. I walk into the stage. I'm like, hi, Tyler. He's like, whoa, Jordyn from TikTok? Like, what are you doing? Of course you're going to come up and sing it with me. So I went up and it was funny because I duetted a song that like we started doing duets on TikTok and then we duetted in person during that. So that was like full like circle moment for
that
me.
is manifesting to the core.
That was some pretty wild shit to be honest. And yeah, and anyways, I don't want to give too much away, but definitely still in talks with Tyler, which is fun.
So I remember you mentioning on an interview last year with E-Talk that you want to collab with Justin Bieber. Like that's your absolute dream. So if you were in the studio with him right now, what would be a song that you would like write about? It's
Oh
kind of a fun
man.
question, but go ahead,
Oh
say
man,
it
Justin Bieber. I don't think I would be able to talk.
first.
um, Justin is a really really big part of my life, and sometimes I feel like it's redundant, but it's kind of my story. He's the one. He took my TikTok and he reposted it to his Instagram story.
Like you are getting all these like what?
So like when I speak about Justin, it's not just like, oh, I love him, like he's like a childhood. He's honestly like the reason I'm doing what I'm doing, and everything that's got me to this moment in time is because of the small thing he did 5 years ago. Which is so small for him but so big for me. And so like it's more of an emotional feeling than just like I love him, I love his music. It's more just like I can't thank him enough for what he did, and like it changed my life. Um so I don't know. I feel like I would want to write a song kind of like a never say never vibe with him. Just you never know in life, and one small thing could mean a lot to somebody. And I don't know. I don't know. It's a hard question to ask because for me, it's just like get to meet him. And then if I get to write a song with him, great.
You gotta start manifesting. You manifest a Tyler, like gotta collect the Canadian artists.
Yeah, I definitely manifested a few things, so it's pretty crazy.
All right, so now we're on to the fan questions. So Erica Freeman asked, "What is the biggest accomplishment that you have done so far in your career?"
So other than the Justin thing and I guess the Tyler Shaw thing, which are two pretty really cool things, two big accomplishments. Wow. Um, I just think it's more of like a self thing. Like for me, it's I'm able to, I was able to, from somebody who was so scared to sing in front of one person, was able to make a whole career out of performing and I guess inspiring others to like do what they want to do in life. As like I was so scared to just put myself out there, and then when I finally did, 6 months later, I was on his Instagram story. So like I think just that is probably my biggest accomplishment. Like facing my fear, and then the reward was so unpredictable and high that yeah, just just being able to share the stage with everyone, and I think just my whole career is a big accomplishment. It's just something that I've always wanted to do. I just didn't know how I was going to get there. Um and yeah, it's been crazy. It's been crazy.
It's only gonna get better.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So last question is from Tie Dye Carly, and they asked, what is the best motivational advice you've ever received from someone?
That I've ever received. Probably, and I like to say this advice too. It's like life is too short to not do what you want to do with your life. And I think that people waste it on the what ifs, but I'm scared, I don't know, the unpredictabilities. I think if you put all your time in, I don't know, maybe one day you're gonna kind of get lost and never do it. And so it's okay to procrastinate some things, but when you're going for your dream and you believe in yourself, you just gotta go for it.
That was all the questions. So thank you so much for coming on. It was great having you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And keep on manifesting the Justin collab because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen
I it's been in the manifestation. The
next
first part was I manifested like getting on a story. I manifested that. I did. Looking back, I'm like, I did say this every time I saw 11:11. I did say Justin noticed me. I did. They're looking back. I'm like, wait, I think I did this. Like I forget, but I did. You know?
Maybe the next Justin show you can like go on stage with him, like Tyler.
Yeah. Well, that's a big
Imagine
dream.
that.
Imagine that.
Hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You as well.
Bye.
Bye.